in those minority communities, okay, so are the police racist? Right? Are the police the ones that are racist? I don't think the police are the ones that are racist, right?
No.
Now, do I think that the system may not be set up for them? Well, the law doesn't specifically say black people, but what the law did do, keep in mind, the city of Chicago ran by Democrats for 100 years.
I was a copper and a precinct captain in Chicago.
Okay.
I know all about it. I know all about stealing votes. I know how to do it. I know what was done.
The city of Chicago has been ran by Democrats for the last 100 years.
Most large cities, New York,
all of them,
L.A., all of any city. So any city with troubles has been run by Democrats.
But let's take Chicago, right? So let's look at Chicago. Yeah. Let's look at the black communities. Okay. What's going on in the black communities right now? Well, not even right now. Whenever they put these projects together, they built a fuckload of liquor stores. They loaded them up with Planned Parenthood. Yeah. Okay, they cut police funding in half. They cut school funding in half. They don't build new schools for them. They don't give them enough money but they don't talk about that. And when it's brought up, it's somehow the racist Republican. We didn't do that. We didn't do anything like that. That city has been ran by Democrats for 100 years.
And now you notice now when Lightfoot and the Democrats are coming out, I'll do something for the criminals, and I'm going to lock them up, and I'm going to clean up Chicago. What happened 2 years ago? They allowed Chicago to burn.
They don't want Chicago to be fixed up. They want to continue to shift the vote.
They want to control it by the vote.
I believe there is a mass manipulation by the left. I believe the left has manipulated so much of the public, and we don't even understand where we're at with it, right? So, it all ties together into one thing.
The more programs that they create, they're creating big jobs for themselves and their cohorts.
Are they even programs, or do we even have those programs they're asking for?
They're just giving money, basically.
Well, they're not even doing them, though. Yeah. So, Social Security exists for what? It's really scraps, okay? What else is the social program? Medicaid exists. Okay, yeah, so long as you make under $1,300 a month, which is totally fucking unlivable. So, I mean...
You have to keep the people broke and waiting for the end of the month, okay? And that's how you control. You control the food stamps, because I know years back people went for food stamps and they says, the Republicans stopped it. I'm sorry, you can't get it. I mean, maybe they didn't qualify in the first place. You understand?
Yeah, no, and I don't think the Republicans aren't to blame. I just think the Republicans are stupid. I think that most flat Republicans are stupid, and I think that most Democrats are manipulative. And I think that's the difference between the two parties on a politician level.
They try to play more for the rules. They believe in the rule of law. That's why I became a Republican. I was a Democratic precinct captain in Chicago, okay? I know all about it. From day one, you have to vote Democrat. There's no such thing as voting Republican, okay? Because you don't get nothing, and you might get beat up too in the bar. An example was on curb and gutter. We were doing the whole block for new curbs, but the boss told us leave that house with the old curb. So we had to stop the curb and gutter at this one and start up after his house because he voted Republican.
Right.
That's an example.
So... And that is how they have controlled the vote, right? So now you don't have to worry about, is Chicago going to go Republican or Democrat, which is fucking stupid, too. Because here's another thing, right?
They made it racial. It's not Republican or Democrat no more. I think it's becoming more racial because now you have the Latinos. The Latinos and the blacks hate each other.
Well, now
Velas might win.
Look at my generation, right? We don't give a fuck about any of these races.
No.
Like, we don't care about like racism at all. I'm not racist whatsoever, right? Like, I don't give a shit.
We don't think about it.
I don't even think about it, right?
We don't think about it.
What is my generation's big thing that we're fucking bitching at each other
Money.
about? Transgenderism. It's still...
Are you guys, I mean, to me it affects me, and I hate to hear that word, but I accept it. But you guys
It's
have
not
to
that we don't
live
accept
with
it.
it.
I don't care if that's what they want to do. I don't care if that's what they want to do.
I
at
don't
all.
want to hear about it.
No. So like I had a different video I was talking about, but it was basically saying like, listen, if I'm a single father, I got my daughter out, I have her at lunch or whatever. She's 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She can't go in the men's bathroom and she has to go in the female's bathroom. I can't go in there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
I'd be nervous for her to go into that bathroom knowing that there was a trans woman
Of course.
in that bathroom as well.
How could you not?
No, that's the argument, though. The argument is, well, they are women and they shall use the women's bathroom. That's what when people start using the word like shall, like, that means that you want
That means
this
you have
incorporated
to.
into
You're-
law. You
yeah.
want this to be like,
A law that
whether
anybody
you like
could,
it or not, this is what it is.
that anybody could use any bathroom they want and they're not supposed to be able to. Let's face it. Come on now.
Well,
I don't want to go in a bathroom with a woman there.
Right. The point is we spend all this time talking about transgenderism, race, abortion, all this stuff. But what does the left come with, right? So on top of, oh, well, you're a good person because you believe that the trans have rights. You also believe that, equal rights for the races, and you believe in equal rights for women, which Republicans, we never said we didn't. Nobody ever said they
want
didn't.
equal.
So,
I got daughters. Why would I not want my daughters equal jobs like a man? If they
right.
could do plumbing, great.
nobody ever said we didn't. All we did
No.
say, though, was that equality-wise, like if I have to do 50 push-ups to get the job, you have to do 50 push-ups to
gotta
get the
do
job,
the same thing, right?
You have to do like the same thing, and maybe there's going to be more men police officers, which there is, right?
Yeah, because there's before there was a height limit of 5'7",
Right.
or 5'8". You had to be what they wanted done is what they got. They got large, strong guys that were not that smart.
Now, what?
Cops don't have to be that smart. They got to be able to fight the street criminals.
No,
I'm talking
we're not
about
talking
the
about
grunts.
detectives either. We're talking about police
The
officers.
grunts, the guy in the blue shirts.
Yeah, I mean, those are just basic street cops. You need guys that can run fast or strong, whatever. Now, here's the thing.
Keep
what
in
all
mind
this
back-
comes with, what all this bullshit comes with that I'm talking about, is you have taxes. Look at the left and what they want for the tax rate. Okay.
Oh,
all
they
these
want to
people-
jack it up, sure.
They want to jack it up, but you believe in everything I say with all these things because you're a good person, right? You're a good person that loves transgenders. And since you're a good person that loves
I don't give a shit
transgenders,
about them.
well, hold on, but you must also agree with me that we have a 75% tax rate.
Yeah, I agree with that. So what?
So, but that's what I'm saying. That's how they manipulated the public. They don't give a fuck about the transgenders, the races, the gays, any of that shit.
Of course not.
Okay,
No.
they're saying you're a good person because you believe in all equal rights for them, which we never said we fucking didn't.
No, right. We never said
And then you
that.
must also believe the other thing I think about economics, which is 75% tax rate. Well, what are they doing with the money they have right now?
That's the problem. Too much tax and they're killing the middle
Can you
guy.
believe that the government can literally audit us for everything that we've bought, every penny we have? They can audit us and like figure out if we're hiding money from taxes.
They could select out of 100 guys, they might say, let's check out Robert Zemer. Okay? Who tells them to? Well, Robert's got these podcasts where he's criticizing us like bastards.
Exactly.
So now he's got this on the air.